Welcome to another Red Light Edition. This is yours truly, Left Side of the Brain. Tonight, let's talk about a few things. Let's talk about truth and what it means. Truth is an acronym which stands for the right understanding to heaven. What is heaven? Heaven is peace of mind, which comes from having that right understanding. No matter what you may possess, no matter what type of wealth you have, you will never have heaven without having understanding. Understanding leads to peace. Understanding your circumstances. The reason why you are going through things. Once you understand the right understanding, let's make that clear, you will then find heaven. You will then find peace. Peace is having a settled mind. You have to know your purpose. My purpose, I discovered it, is to find the right understanding to heaven. I don't have any other purpose on this planet other than finding the right understanding to heaven. You see, my physical purpose, that's easy to figure out. As a matter of fact, I'm about to tell you your physical purpose. It's easy. And it's simple. To breathe air through your nostrils and to exhale air through your nostrils. That's the purpose for every species or life form on this planet. Just to inhale air through your nostrils and to exhale air through your nostrils. Any four-legged creature can do that. But my purpose is to gain the right understanding to heaven. Now, many of you Jaguars, you may have heard me say that before in previous videos. But I never zeroed in on it. I just said it. We talk about truth on the channel, but I've never went in on what is truth. So I decided to do this video to give you a clear understanding of what we are about, what your life should be about. We have talked about purpose many times, and I always explain on this platform that we are about delivering information that will help us and build us in our day-to-day lives. So consider each video and every moment on this channel as a meditation. This is not playtime on the left side of the brain channel. We have a mission. We are jaguars. You hear the roar when I said that? We are jaguars. We warriors. Hear the roar in the word warrior. We are jaguars. Warriors. We roar. So this is our purpose. We have to gain the right understanding before we can think about the afterlife. People have asked me on this channel to speak about the afterlife. Well, I'm taking this opportunity to do just that. The right understanding to heaven, gaining that right understanding, it paves the road to your afterlife. See, you might think of the afterlife as when you are just dead and decomposing. That's not the afterlife. That's not the afterlife. That's dead. Life is consciousness. So you have to think about it like this. Then what is the afterlife? Afterlife is when you change your perspective on life itself. And then you leave behind the old you, the old way of thinking. You come out of the human prison bar system and you take on the jaguar mindset. That's the afterlife. That's going into heaven because your mind is settled with the right understanding. So you no longer feel pressured to be like the dead weight that you left behind in the human prison bar system. You escaped that world. You want a new path, the right understanding to represents the path to heaven. You can't get into heaven with worries on your mind. You can't get into heaven with the concerns of this world on your mind. When you have those things lodged inside of your consciousness, that means you have a lot of things that's unsettled. You don't have the right understanding. Because if you did, you wouldn't have those worries and those stress. Now, it's a difference between having a worry and a stress versus worrying and stressing and chasing the worry and stress, chasing the things that is causing you the worry and stress and not letting it go. Those who don't let it go is because they don't have the right understanding to let it go. See, a lot of people, they rely upon them instead of the you in the word us, united souls. They relying on them. You see, I already tried. Well, I can't even say I ever tried that way, but it was a time in my life where my eyes of understanding were not as open as they are now. But now I see. You know, it's a saying that goes, knowing is half of the battle. But I like to add that seeing is the other side of knowing half of the battle. Like, you might know some things, but not see what it is that you know. You might see, seeing is the evidence of knowing. You see and you know. You see, then you know. I heard somebody speaking, but I didn't see who was speaking. And then I looked and I saw who was speaking. Now I know who was speaking. You see? So when you get that right understanding, you see where it is you have to go. And you have to stay rooted. You have to remind yourself of these things that we speak about on a daily basis. You're going to see these things play out in your life when you're on your job. You might be at the gas station. You might be at the grocery store. You might be at the shopping mall. You might be at your church. You might be at the movies. You might be at the park with your kids. And then when you see these things occurring, you know about it, but when you see it, you'll know to put it together, and you'll be able to say to yourself, this is what left side of the brain was speaking about. So when you interface with certain situations in your life, you'll have the ability to overcome those situations because you'll know what you are facing. You'll remember the techniques that we speak about on this channel. And it won't come to any surprise to you. And that's what I'm speaking about. You'll reach that level of peace because you will say to yourself, been there, done that, seen that. Can't fool me, can't trick me. Heard it before. You have the right understanding at that point. And that's what it's about. Building up the person. And I like to say this. This is not the type of channel where I'm anybody's leader. Because like I always say, in the Jaguar Nation, you are the leader. I'm the leader. We all are leaders. Because that's the whole premise behind what a Jaguar is. We Jaguars, but that don't mean we hang out. That don't mean we see each other. United Souls, and that's where the United Souls aspect come in. We form the Voltron based upon the information. That's where the collective comes in. We free over here. We free to roam like jaguars. But even jaguars come together from time to time because they have to have babies. And that's what we do on this channel. We come together from time to time, and then we part, separate. We say our greetings when we see each other, and we give our blessings when we depart from each other. Just like jaguars, we come together. They come together and have babies. Then they go and walk around in the forest. Then they come back together, but they free to roam and to do their own thing. That's how we live. That's all this channel is about. I don't even show my face for that reason, because I don't want you to get connected with me. It's not about me. It's not about left side of the brain. It's about the information. And I always say that. So this is like this is why I call it the realest hour, because it's nobody else doing this. Search all throughout YouTube. Nobody is connecting this intimate with people and forming these relationships, because I see the people in the comments section. I'm familiar with people. We talk, we laugh, we share information, we have a good time. And I like the direction this thing is going, and I like to keep it this way. And here lately, I'm starting to love the red light editions even more than when I'm out in the public, because during these times, it's very intimate. My mind is at a different level of contemplation. I'm just meditating during these hours. And I had to speak on this tonight because the Spirit led me to speak on it, like truth, the right understanding to heaven. Because we haven't spoke about this before. We spoke about morality, you name it. We've touched on it on this channel. It's like it's nothing that we haven't spoken about. And one thing that I never went in on is truth. And that's what the whole channel is about. So I had to let you all know that, because without knowing your purpose, you will be lost just like all of these other people. And I just want to leave you all with that. So that's something else you can put in your bag of gems that you have gained from this channel, that your purpose is to gain the right understanding. And just remember that truth is the right understanding to heaven. And just know that that's your purpose on this planet. Nothing else. You are here to find out all of the answers that will give you peace of mind. That's it. I figured it out. And that's what meditation is about, peace of mind. And that's our purpose, just to gain peace of mind. Going back to that newborn state, that state of a baby, when a baby doesn't worry about anything. Stress and worries is something that comes over time, becoming programmed. We are programmed to worry and stress in this world. Stress and worry is not natural. Stress and worry is not natural. We program to have to go through stress and worry, but it's not natural. The only natural state is the state of peace, which is the absence of confusion. That's the only natural state of mind, is peace. Every other state of mind is unnatural. And I like to leave y'all with those last words. Contemplate on that. Share this video. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the likes button. Add us on Instagram. And leave all of your thoughts in the comment section. And until we meet again, this is Left Side the Brain signing out. Jaguars up. Jaguars Nation. Jaguars rise up. Left Side the Brain signing out.